What's going on, Canfield Nation? Richie, Juliano back with you here at Cocca's Pizza. Another player profile for the Canfield Cardinals football team, and we got two for the price of one today. We got both senior kickers and soccer and football players. Closest to me has been Pugh, and on the very far right side is Zach Ahmed. Guys, thanks for coming out today.
Of course. Thank you.
All right, so let's start off with you, Ben. I think the elephant in the room, Money Man Pugh, has been coined your nickname. First off, where did that come from? Because on the broadcast, we've been calling it for a couple of weeks. Where did this originate? Is this just something that started your senior year?
So, yeah, during our Poland game, I think it started after I hit my second extra point. It started in the second half. We hit our second extra point, and, there's just a lot of emotion going on in that rivalry game.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, adrenaline's high, and our student section does a great job of helping out with that. So I just came over to the student section. I was like, I'm not missing. So I just threw up some money signs, and yeah, that's pretty much where it came from. And ever since then, every time I hit a field goal, usually if it's not like a blowout or anything, I'll go and do it for the student section.
Throw up a little Johnny Manziel.
I don't like to say that I took credit from him, but definitely gave me the idea.
All right, Zach, we'll go over to you. You are Mr. Consistent. I mean, I think we were talking before we went on air, there's like three guys that have brought out the football for a kickoff this year. And, you've done such a fantastic job. What is your mentality when you step up to the tee knowing that you're just going to knock it through the back of the end zone?
I mean, you can't really expect anything. I mean, walking up to the ball, you just got to do your job. And the goal is just to smash it the back of the end zone every single time. And if it doesn't get there, I got good guys on kickoff, so I have no doubts it won't get past the 30.
Now, you guys are multi-sport athletes. You play soccer and you play football. When did you start kicking? We'll start with you, Ben.
So I started kicking my sophomore year after our two kickers, Jadjadala and Sam Acardino, graduated. Pav just came to the soccer team and said we need a couple kickers, and I thought, why not? It'd be a great way to, socialize with some people and even, start a new sport. But yeah, just 3 years into it now, and I'm loving every second of it.
Zach, what about you? What was the conversation like to get you to come kick off for the Cardinal football team?
If I recall correctly, it was after a soccer practice in July, and Pav was watching it, and afterwards he was like, "You ever thought about kicking?" I said, "Not really," but a couple weeks later, he got back to me. He was like we could actually use you, and that's when it kind of got more serious. Beginning of August, late July, and been loving it since.
I'm surprised he didn't ask you to be a tight end. How big your body frame is there.
Yeah.
I mean, you run out there, it's like, this guy's our kicker here. He should be our tight end.
Right.
All right, anyway, you guys have such a busy fall schedule. Both sports match up at the same time. How do you guys juggle this schedule? Because you're probably playing soccer matches and then going right to football practice after. I mean, how does that work for you guys?
Yeah, so Coach Pav has always been – both of our coaches have been pretty lenient with both of our schedules, knowing, our situation, knowing that we both play these sports. But Coach Pav's done such a great job helping us out with that. Like, he's always told us soccer comes first and then come to football. So if we can't make it to football, then so be it. But, we'll always try and go to the field even by our own, even after practice is done, just to get a couple reps in, knowing that Friday we have to do our jobs.
Zach, what about you? What's it like juggling such a traffic schedule during the fall?
Practice for soccer almost every day, games 2 to 3 times a week, one football game a week. I would say I do spend more time on soccer just due to the 2-hour practice schedule 3-4 times a week. But I do try to get my extra reps in, as Ben said, whether it be after soccer practice, practicing with the team, or just by ourselves. It's important to maintain that stability. So
now, off the football and soccer field, what are some fun things you guys like to do in your little spare time that you have?
I know video games for me and him. We have our own group that we like to keep to ourselves. But definitely video games. I do like to focus a little on academics because I do plan to go on and kick in college. So hopefully academics can help out. But other than that, I just like to hang out with my friends, talk and playing video games.
What are some schools you're looking at right now to further your academic and athletic career?
So YSU is definitely a big one, but I do know they have a lot of kickers.
Yeah, they do.
As of right now. But honestly, I'm really lenient. As long as the schooling's good, I'd like to also go kick.
Yeah.
Even if I walk on.
Yeah, that's great. How about you, Zach? Some fun things you like to do, and what are your future plans moving forward? Do you want to kick in college? If not, what are some academic goals for you?
As far as hobbies goes, I'd say video games is a big part of it, but spent a lot of time studying for school.
Oh, that's good.
Got to maintain my grades. I'm open to anything in college, honestly, whether it be soccer, football, or academics. As far as academics, it'll probably be medicine. I'm not really set on a college yet.
Mhm.
I've been looking around Ohio as far as Case, Miami, Ohio State, YSU. So I'm pretty open as far as that goes.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, you always want to put academics first, and it's great that you have a future already and a knowledge of what you want to do before you get into the college world. Let's talk about this upcoming week. Austintown Fitch, a big-time opponent. Bob Dove Field is going to be packed. It's going to be loud. What are you guys looking forward to the most come Friday?
So for me, it's another Friday night.
Mhm.
Anytime I get to go out with my brothers is just an amazing experience. I know the atmosphere is going to be great. It's going to be another game just like Poland, a couple thousand people. And I'm just looking forward to the overall atmosphere because, we'll have both student sections, fighting to be the loudest of them. And then I just think that's going to, try and help us push us over the edge to get the win on Friday.
Zach, what about you? You looking forward to that atmosphere Friday night, or is there something else that you're looking forward to come kick off?
Absolutely. I think the atmosphere is probably the biggest part of that. As far as kicking goes, like Ben said, just go out there and do our jobs. I think we're on there for the least amount of time out of anybody, but what we do is really important.
Yeah.
So to do it right and to do it consistently is probably the biggest part of what we got to do. So.
All right, let's get a little rapid-fire questionnaire like we do every player profile, brought to you by Cocca's Pizza. We're being joined by Ben Pugh and Zach Ahmed. First question I have for you guys, Gatorade or water on the sidelines on a Friday night?
Gatorade, 100%.
Water.
What flavor Gatorade?
It's got to be lemon lime.
Lemon lime, okay. All right, next. I know you're big in academics, so your favorite class and favorite teacher at Canfield High School?
Current or past?
Any.
I have to say favorite class was Mr. Petruska's anatomy class. I took that sophomore year.
That's a tough class. That is a very tough class. What about you, Ben?
Definitely AP Lang with Mr. Ruark.
Not journalism?
Not journalism.
No, I'm kidding with you. Okay, favorite thing to eat before a game? What really fuels you guys prior to getting on the field about an hour and a half before?
For me, it's a PB&J.
I mean, that's a solid pick. I mean, that really fuels you up. I love PB&J, and it fills you, too. I mean, that's the most important thing. It fills you for an hour and a half, which is nice. What about you, Zach?
Cereal.
Really?
Yeah.
Cereal before or on game day? That's insane. Okay, so after school, you go home and eat cereal and then go to the field?
Unless we got an away game, we got to leave right away, yeah.
So what happens then? Is it box cereal?
No, I have to manage with probably a sandwich or something like that.
All right, last question for the rapid fire questionnaire. Favorite kicker? Any league. It could be NCAA football, it could be NFL, it could be anything. Favorite kicker?
So there's two that come to mind for me. Number one is Rodrigo Blankenship.
Oh, yeah.
I just love his attitude towards everything. And then another is obviously Justin Tucker.
Mhm.
He's the best in the league.
That was amazing what he did
100%.
on Sunday. NFL record, 66 yards, right? Yeah. What about you, Zach?
I don't know a lot about football, but I'd probably say Justin Tucker just because he's a household name.
Yep.
Big guy.
All right, guys. I appreciate you guys coming out here to Cocca's Pizza. Good luck on Friday. Zach Ahmed, Ben Pugh, 2 senior kickers for the Canfield football team. Another player profile brought to you by Cocca's Pizza here in Canfield.